Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Let's talk about the two-time defending champs, the Chiefs. The Houston Texans might think Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs received favorable calls from game officials, but Mahomes doesn't agree. I don't feel that way, Mahomes said. At the end of the day, the referees are doing the best they can, best to call the game as fair and as proper as they possibly can. And all they can do is go out there and play, and all we can do is go out there and play the game that you love as hard as you can and live with the results. I think we preach that here in Kansas City. You get new referees every year. You get new circumstances. You can never really tell because every play is different, and that's what makes the NFL so special. I feel like I've just continued to play the game, and I just try to win. Whatever happens, kind of happens. Ocho, check this out. Roughing calls per 100 pass attempts. Patrick Mahomes receives the fewest. He 63% of the time. Russell Wilson, 71% of the time. Baker Mayfield, 73% of the time. Cousins, 74% of the time. Deshaun Watson, 78. Jerry Goff, 78. And Josh Allen, almost 94%.
You know what's funny? And now that you broke it down like that, earlier today on Inside NFL, we broke down the numbers. We talked about the same thing about people feeling that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in general got all these calls, and come to find out it was nothing like that when you look at the numbers in its totality, and they are the least penalized team, as far as Mahomes is concerned. But what I did find out is they're the most penalized offense, the offensive line, the holding calls.
Yes,
they're at the top of the league in that.
Juwan Watson, the right tackle, has been penalized. They have had 14 accepted penalties on him.
Yeah, on him by himself.
Him alone. You see what happens though, Ocho? Facts ruin an argument. Because see, if you point this out, then they go to something else. But what about this call? You're saying they're receiving preferential treatment. But when we show you the numbers don't bear that out, then you have to find something else to argue about.
Exactly. So, and another thing, I will say this too, the Chiefs are continuously always on TV. That's one. They're always in the playoffs. They're always in the AFC Championship. And what I have come to find out is the calls that they do get that go in their favor, it's not that many, but the ones that they do get, they happen at the opportune times where it's advantageous for them in an important moment.
Yes.
It's always an important moment. So people take that, they run with it and say, oh, they get all the calls. But that's truly not the case. And I thought, honestly, and I might be one of them, I would just, from the outside looking in, I would say, you know what, God damn, the Chiefs get all the goddamn calls. But when they broke it down today and we're able to look at the numbers and skim through them, I'm like, well, damn.
Not even close.
It's not even close. Not even close to what everybody is saying. But I think it's because they're always on TV, and the few calls that they do get, it always happens in very important times in the game.
Patrick Mahomes has been sacked or knocked down 106 times this season. He's been the beneficiary of 6 roughing the passer calls and 2 unsportsmanlike conduct calls. He gets calls 7% of the time he gets contacted. Now, when you reference that with others, it's not even close.
Yeah.
Now, it's not even close. But see, facts are ruining an argument, Ocho. If I want to argue with you, I want to argue with you. Don't give me facts, because now you're going to ruin the argument. I won't have anything to argue about.
Right. Now,
it's kind of like in a relationship, Ocho. You give the person the facts. No, but still, now they find something else to argue about. No, let's continue to talk about this, because this what was in your craw. This what was your ruffled your dandruff. This what got you in a ball.
Right.
Now I give you the facts. Oh, it's something else.
Now, another thing I will say, now when it comes to Mahomes, the NFL has implemented rules to protect the quarterback.
Yes, all quarterbacks.
All quarterbacks are protected. Now, what I do find Patrick Mahomes doing, and Chad, y'all can agree with me to this, and you can attest to this because we've all watched him. He is taking advantage of the rules. He's sliding late. He's flopping a little bit with some of the hits. Now, the hit on Will Anderson, I can see the ref seeing it. He hit him around the chest plate area. Him flopping and throwing himself back a little bit. when it's time to go out of bounds. You've seen it too this year. Instead of
he
stepping out
slows
of
up.
bounds, he's taking it upfield, sometimes even slowing down before stepping out, just so he can create the contact to try and draw a foul. Now, I've seen that a few times,
If you
but
slow down in his ass in bounds, blast him.
yeah, but listen, you can, and he's done that. I forgot what week it was. He did it, and he did it just this previous week too. He slowed down instead of just going out, going out of
Yeah,
bounds
that
to
was
play.
in Texas. You remember Caleb Williams did that? And
Yeah,
Dan Campbell says, look here, refs, this is what he does. He
yeah,
pretends like he's going to go out of bounds. He slows up, and sometimes he cuts back. Now, he's in bounds. We're
yeah.
going to blast his ass if he does that. And lo and behold, right on cue,
Mhm.
Thanksgiving, he did that. And Jack Campbell, I think, was the linebacker. He
Right.
blasted him. That's
Blasting,
what
yeah.
should happen.
Yeah.
Blast his, if he's in bounds, I don't care
Mhm.
what he is. If he's in bounds and he's standing upright,
Mhm.
knock his
But
shoes off.
listen, the Chiefs right now are in the same position that the Patriots were in for a very long
Absolutely.
time.
Absolutely.
People are tired of seeing them win. They're always in contention. Super Bowl, 2 back-to-back Super Bowls, a chance to three-peat, and I think people are just tired of it and finding things to argue and fuss about when they have. Once you look at the facts and skim through it, as far as the penalty is concerned, is nowhere near what everybody's chirping out to be.
But the thing is, Ocho, when you look at some of the pass interference calls, I mean, and that's what got it. James Bradbury IV, he literally said out of his own mouth, I held Juju. People argue with a man that was on the field and actually said he held him.
Yeah.
But you can't make it. Why, Ocho? The objective is when they put the rules in place, they didn't say time. Well, you can't make this in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes to go. You can't make this call late in the ball game. You can't make this call early. They said a penalty, no matter time or place on the field.
Right.
If you do it, it is a penalty.
Yeah.
James Bradbury said, I held a guy. I felt him getting away. I was hoping. He said, I was hoping they didn't see it.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Everybody argued this man. Well, he just do it. No, I promise you. Guys don't just do the right thing in situations like that.
Yeah.
Guys don't say, nah, I held if they didn't hold. He's gonna go to his great. No, I didn't hold him. And then the pool reporter, I think it was Carl Chepers, came out. I forget who the official was, said what happened. Juju released inside. He's looking to option back away. And he tugged him because they run so many shallow crosses. That's why it's so easy for them to option back out, Ocho, because you know I got to beat you over the top because I don't want you to get the first down.
Right.
So now he gets that hard running and stop and shuts the option away.
Yep.
You got the tug because your momentum is going over the top. So you tug and you use your momentum, like we call it slingshot, to catch back up with it. They threw the flag. You can't make that call in that situation. You absolutely can. Because this was the question I asked. If a guy had done that to A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith, would you have wanted that call, yes or no? Or would you have said you can't make that call in that situation?
No, they don't want that call, man.
Of course.
Yeah, they gonna want that call.
Because it was a foul. You're right, Ocho. When you win as much, people like for you to win, but I don't want you to win too much. Ocho, I like Nightcap, but hey, man, y'all got to stop winning all these awards. Now, damn. Every time I turn around, it's a Webby, it's an iHeart Award, it's an NAACP Award, it's a this, it's a that. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on, hey, let somebody else win. Huh? But this ain't second grade. Let somebody else.
Right.
You go out there and you compete and you try to produce the best that you possibly can. I mean, you know what? Hey, Ocho, man, you know what? I think we don't want enough, Ocho, man. Hey, man, look, let's produce some bad content. Let's don't even worry about the Webbies. Don't even worry about these awards. No. If we gonna get up and spend all this time that we do sometimes we went 6 straight days. We went like 7, 8 days one day around Christmas time.
Uh-huh.
We went that Monday, we went that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, back to Monday. No. It doesn't work like that. We're going to produce, and the teams, they go out there, y'all done did all this work. I'm out there and it's cold as hell. It's 10 degrees. It's minus degrees. It's 100 degrees. And now you're going to talk about let somebody else win? I want to see somebody else win? Yes. We went 9 straight days during the Olympics. Remember the Olympics, Ocho? We were on every day.
Oh, yeah.
Every day. So, look, I get it. But when you play the game, Ocho,
yes, sir.
you have a different perspective
Thank
because you know what it takes. Because winning isn't easy. And as you go further and further along, it gets harder and harder to win.
Harder. You know what's funny? For fans, let's say in general, regardless of who your team is, when you look at the Patriots have spoiled everybody. That tenure with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick throughout all those years, they had people thinking it's very easy. It's very easy to do what they did. What Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are doing consistently year in and year out for the past 7 years or however many years Patrick Mahomes has been starting, going to the AFC Championship. They have people thinking it's very, very easy. Man, it ain't easy.
Hell no.
It's very hard to do what they're doing. It just people have been spoiled by what they've been able to accomplish. It just is a testament to their greatness and how good they are as a coach and a player. And now Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are having that same success. And people are just tired of seeing it. Yeah,
it is. Ocho, but think about it. Think about how many times I think Tom Brady might have won the division like 15, 16, 17 times in his career. Ocho, I won as many Super Bowls as I did division titles. And I played 14 years.
Yeah.
I won 3 division titles. Patrick Mahomes doesn't know what it's like to not win the division title.
Right.
They won it, 8, 9 straight years. Because they won it a couple of years with Alex Smith. And then they won it when Mahomes boy took over.
Yeah.
So for the most part, if you got to Kansas City in the last, say, 6, 7, 8 years, you don't know what it's like not to be the AFC West champs. You don't know what it's like not to play in the AFC Championship game because that's all you know. It's like a family that goes on vacation. They don't know what it's like not to go on vacation during the summer. Our black ass didn't know what it was like to go on vacation during the summer. So you're like, damn. I mean, I'm like, man, I sure wish they could. I wish they stopped going on vacation. Why you mad at somebody? Don't you want your team to beat them? I thought you to beat a man, you got to beat the man. To beat the champ, you got to beat the champ.
Listen, hey, that game gonna be so good, man.
Yes, at least that's what we hoping.
It's Saturday or Sunday?
It's Sunday. Both games on Sunday. Same time, like 3 and 6:30, I think. 3 and 6, 3 and 6:30, something like that.
And the thing, my prediction, I predicted. Listen, Mahomes is great. The Chiefs are great. Spags, the defense, and what they're doing is great. And Josh Allen has played phenomenal football this year. And one of the things that's always been his Achilles heel is turning the ball over, and he's fixed that. He's fixed that. People ask me who's going to win the game, and I said the team or the quarterback that makes the fewest mistakes. The team of the quarterback that makes the fewest mistakes. So I had to score the game being low. And with the way Josh Allen is playing, if he can play like he played last week, not turn the ball over, protect the ball, everyone makes the plays they need to make, I say they have a good chance at finally beating the greatness that is
exercising those demons.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, Ocho. People keep saying, well, does Josh Allen have to be Superman? No, he doesn't. No. He can be Clark Kent as long as they don't turn the ball over. We've seen him beat Superman in certain situations, but turnovers be his undoing. As long as he doesn't turn the ball over, they have an excellent chance of winning the game. And if you look at Josh's history, more times than not, when he takes care of the football, they win or they're in position to win. When you start turning the ball over late, you can talk about a divisional round. Go back and look. Last week, the teams that turned the ball over, they lost.
All of them.
All of them. It's really that simple. The teams that turn the football over lose. As you go further, you pay more and more heavier price for turning the football over. But that's what you get, Ocho, when a team is winning, because we're not used to seeing teams win like the Chiefs. We got the Patriots did it, and we like, so we done with that now, Ocho. We ain't got to worry about seeing that for another 20, 30 years. Hold on. How does the Patriots? They fall off when they lose Tom Brady, and there's Patrick Mahomes right here to pick right back up.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you know this, Ocho, but animals, like if you have a squirrel or a raccoon problem, if you get rid of them and you don't board it up, another family will come in because those animals are territorial. So if one move, the other one will move right in. It's kind of just like an abandoned building. You got homeless people living in it. If you don't board it up, guess what? You move one that set out,
they're gonna come.
Somebody coming right back in.
Right.
So if you don't fix this problem, they got a good quarterback. They got the next quarterback in line to Tom Brady. Why are we surprised?
It's gonna be like this for a while. We got a long way to go now.
He's 29.
Long way to go.
He's 29.
Yeah.
Now, there are a lot of great young quarterbacks. There are a lot of great young quarterbacks. I mean, Big Ben was a good quarterback. Phillip Rivers was a good quarterback. Peyton Manning was in the league at the time. There are a lot of quarterbacks in the league. Donovan McNabb was in the league at the time. Steve McNair was in the league at the time. Drew Brees was in the league at the time. Let's not pretend there weren't no good quarterbacks in the league when Tom was in.
Yeah.
They were. He just happened to be at the top of the pecking order. So until somebody beat him, and you're gonna, hey, don't think now you can knock him, because Cincinnati knocked him off 1 year, and guess what? They came back and got 2 more. So just because you knock him off, don't think that's the end of him now. Because remember, from Tom Brady, from the time he won his 3rd until he won his 4th, there was a decade lapse. And everybody said, oh yeah, we don't see. That's the end of it.
Nah.
That man came back and went FOMO.